Olorito be languished in pain as she loses twins to the acclaimed original father of the twins. Yes, this story might not be new to us, but there is something new that seems it's an added advantage to the palace of Ooni, as it came earlier than expected. Kabi has earlier informed the entire palace, according to wetin we dey hear, that Olorito's children will be going back to their father as they are no longer welcomed in the palace. The reason why they are no longer welcomed in the palace is that the young man who is acclaimed and alleged to be the father of these twins, the biological father, the one who birthed them, is still alive. And the man gave out these children, according to what we heard, because he is not capable of training the children. So him and his girlfriend, because we heard they were not married, it was out of difficulties because of hardship that made them exchange these children with the debt that they are owing Olotik's father. That was how the story went. Right? So ever since then, the young man has been gnashing teeth. We heard that Kabi recently found out that the young man, it was not his intention to let these children go because he couldn't afford to lose them, but because he doesn't have money to train them. So that was why he allowed the girlfriend to sell these children out. And Kabi, realizing all these things, took pity upon the young man and gave the young man the authority and rights back over the children. Even though we heard that Kabi has accepted these children into Ogunwusi family and has adopted them fully, but Kabi still did what he thinks is right by giving this young man the rights over them, because he is the father of the twins. And Kabi would not want to do any bad thing to his fellow man. If not because of hardship, why would someone sell his twins or use his twins to settle debt? If the family of the young woman had the money, they wouldn't have sold the children to Olotik. So that transpired, and Kabi had already told the young man, according to what we heard, I'm going to train these children for you, but anytime you feel you are capable enough, anytime you feel you are buoyant, you have made it, please come and pick these children. They are yours. But Kabi also promised to take care of them as much as he can. Yes, because Kabi is human, and he knows he will not let any child in his custody to suffer just because the parents cannot provide for them. So before we proceed to what recently happened, because we heard Olotik is gnashing teeth and she's languishing in pain. Yes, because she never expected it so soon. Initially, she said instead of the woman to take the children, that okay, she has accepted that the children should be trained by Olori Naomi. The children should be under Queen Naomi's custody when she finally leaves the marriage, when the divorce is on. When the divorce starts and she leaves the marriage, the children should be handed over to Olori Naomi. Yes, because she knows that if the children are with Olori Naomi, the children still belongs to her. In the nearest future, she will still come and they will still let them know that this is your mother. But the child now, leaving Olori Naomi's hands into the hands of the acclaimed father of the twins, she knows she will never have access to these children again. And Queen Naomi is also a loss to Queen Naomi. I know why I said that, because we heard Queen Naomi, because she has a pure heart and a kind heart. She has already taken these children as her responsibility. Even though Kabi and the mother is not, Olotik is not going to marry anymore, Queen Naomi accepted the fact that these children are innocent and should be treated with kindness and love. They shouldn't be treated badly because of what is transpiring between Olotik and Kabi. So Queen Naomi is also in a small pain because she is also used to these children, and she's feeling it because the children initially was handed over to her before the young man surfaces and said he needs his children back. So a lot is happening right now in the palace. As Oletik was begging, they said she knelt down and was begging to Kabi and Queen Naomi that they shouldn't give this child to the father, that this man will not take care of these children as much as Kabi and Queen Naomi will take care of them. You see the point. The point is that Oletik does not want to leave these children. Oletik wants to have the children on his own, and because Oletik knows that these children staying under Kabi will only earn her more access to the palace. She will have access to the palace anytime she likes, because she will be claiming she wants to come and see the children. And who knows, Queen Naomi might not be available all the time. That is my own analysis. Queen Naomi might not be available all the time, and this woman has been known to be so much into Kayamata and Westgate, and we wouldn't know her plan the next time she might want to come and visit, and Kabi and Queen Naomi is not around, because Queen Naomi is not expected to be moving around all the time with Kabi. Sometimes Queen Naomi might decide to do one or two outside the palace, and if Oletik eventually enters inside there, who knows what would happen, right? So people are telling Oletik, Queen Naomi, do not let this baby be in the palace, please. Allow Kabi to hand it over, because Queen Naomi is also feeling so emotional about the condition of the father of these children. Will the father of these children be able to take care of them? Will it be that easy in this hard economy? Even if they hand these children over to the father, Queen Naomi's thought is always the welfare of these children. It's about the welfare. She's not doing it because she wants to please Oletik, or she wants to give Oletik more opportunity to be coming close to the palace. Queen Naomi, see, a kind-hearted person will always continue to be a kind-hearted person, and there is nothing you can do about it. Queen Naomi is a kind-hearted person, and she has always been thinking about the children. Ever since these children came into the palace, she has developed so much love for them that she and Oletik is not following one way to pass. Does not mean that she will not be kind to children that God brought their way, right? So the problem now is that Queen Oletik is begging. She's pleading that the children be allowed to stay in the palace, right? Children be allowed to stay in the palace and let Queen Naomi take care. And this will grant access to, will give us Oletik access. Even after 2 years, you will see her trooping in and out of the palace. She will still be having access into that palace. And that is what people are considering. And on the other hand, if the Queen Naomi is now thinking, if these children are given to their father, will he be able to take care of them? And that is why Kabi has concluded it this way, telling the man, if you are ready today to pick these children, if you think you are buoyant enough, come and pick them. That the palace will always support, so that these children will not lack. Kabi has promised the young man, anytime you pick your children, this is what I'm going to be giving you monthly as a monthly support. Because these children, I've taken them as my own. They were first in my custody. This is where they grew. This is where they grew their first teeth. They started crawling. They are used to me, and I'm used to them. That I'm giving you opportunity to having them back is because I have a conscience. If Kabi is not a man who has a conscience, Kabi will claim those children back totally. We claim them back totally, and because a transaction was made, and he was the one who signed it. The father of the twins already signed out the twins. So if Kabi wanted to take this, like he wanted to take it to law, the transaction was made and these children has belonged to him already. But then Kabi is a man full of conscience, and that is why Kabi would allow the man to take care of his children and to take his children back. And when the man finally take the children back, the children are going to change their name back to the man's name. Oletik, they say if you find Oletik now in Nogusiam, she has been shedding tears, she has been crawling on the ground. Her problem is for Kabiyesi to give these children to Queen Naomi. My people, which I don't see as a bad idea, but where I don't agree is, now if you give these children back to Queen Naomi, Naim be say Oletik will now be having access. Oletik will now be having access to the palace, of which a lot of us do not want, because we do not trust her. We don't trust what she can do. We don't trust her movements. She can decide to seduce Kabiyesi again. She can decide to do something else to Kabiyesi, right? So if you are asked to give your opinion, judge the matter. Do you think the best thing that will happen to those twins is for Queen Naomi to take care of them? Remember, the twins did not do anything to us, so they are innocent and they needed to be treated as such. Do you think the twins should remain with Queen Naomi and let Queen Naomi train the twins as Oletik leaves the marriage in 2 years' time? Or do you think Kabiyesi should hand over the twins to the man? Oletik is saying the man cannot take care of, no matter what money the man has, that the man might marry another woman, because the mother of the twins already leave the twins waka. If the man marries another woman, who knows how the woman will treat the twins? That is the point she's raising. But we all know that her plan might be to also be having access to Kabiyesi, to continue to having access to Kabiyesi. So if you are asked to advise, what would be your advice? Yes, I would like to read your comments and know. I know a lot of us are wise, but before you drop your advice, your own advice on the comment section, also consider that we do not need Queen Naomi anywhere. Sorry, we do not need Oletik anywhere in the palace anymore. And also put into consideration that these twins deserve the best life. That, you know, men now, when they are kept with babies, they don't take care of babies very well. As per se, the acclaimed father of the twins might not be able to take proper care of the twins. And if eventually he marries another one, because the mother of the twins has left him, they are not married. If eventually marry another one, who knows how that one is going to treat these children? All these are the things we are going to put into consideration while dropping our comments. And I'm going to be bringing you more updates concerning Kabiyesi and Ooni and Queen Naomi and Oletik. Please, all you just need to do is kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget that all these are alleged and speculated info making waves on the social media and should not be regarded as such as facts. Thank you.